Hello, welcome back to Surrendered. My name is Rachel Kimani. If you are new here, I am welcoming you very much. This is Surrendered with me, and it's our family channel. We talk about anything relationship. If you are a family person, if you're single, if you're dating, if you're a parent, if you're working, because I believe that life is a journey and it's not easy. We live by surrendering it to God so that we travel light, and we find it easier when we are being assisted by the Lord. Thank you so much for the support that you are showing this channel by the grace of the Lord. If you're benefiting, I am so grateful. I actually live for that I can change a life one day at a time. If you're new here, I welcome you. Don't forget to like this video, and you can share if it makes sense to you with somebody who is waiting for this. We've been doing the Surrendered Single, and I'm always a friend of singles. I say I've been single more years than I've been married. I just know what it is to wait on the Lord, especially when you want to get married. But life as it is, we're always waiting for something. Even if you're single, you're waiting, and you will wait until God comes through for you. And I want to begin with a note of encouragement. Have you ever heard of a Bible verse that says that no eye has seen, no ear has heard, no heart or mind has conceived what God has in store for you? It could sound so far, especially if you're a single, you have been in a relationship, it's cooking, it's almost ready, and something goes not so nice. God has very beautiful plans for you. And today's video is don't settle for less. Sometimes I know you're there, my single friend, and you are in this relationship and this pressure, and you can tell something is not working out right. If I leave this one, I don't know what is in store for me. And sometimes you're afraid of starting all over again. Maybe you're thinking about the time that you have invested. Maybe you're thinking about how do I start again? Before I got into this one, I waited on the Lord and it took so many years. Today, I am telling you, don't settle for less. God has great things in store for you, which do not include pain and doubt, especially now that you're not Mrs. So-and-so or Mr. So-and-so. So don't settle for less. So what are these things that make us settle for less? Yet, we are very much aware that the person you're getting married to, you will have to spend the rest of your life with them. I want to talk to you about those things that you see. Yes, everything seems to be okay, but there is this one thing that stands out every now and then. In my life, as I deal with single people, the one most frequently asked question is the pressure of sex. It is real, and we're not going to hide away from it. We are in church, we are outside church, and somebody is pressuring you to have sex with them, and you don't subscribe for sex before marriage, you don't believe in it, you love them, but they feel like if you can't give in, I am not going anywhere with you. My friend, don't settle for that. Is somebody telling you to have sex with them, and if you can't have it with them, they're going to leave you? Let them go. Why? This is actually very highly probable. If somebody wants to have sex with you, it is not only you they want to have sex with. If they can't bear somebody who wants to abstain, they probably might look for somebody who wants to give in. So if you say yes, you have not sorted even that person. You have not even sorted yourself. You have actually created a need for a relationship to be broken somewhere else, not just yours. Abstain from sex before you're married. Sex has its time, it has its place, and that place is in marriage. Don't give it to somebody who is not your wife and who is not your husband. So my single person, the sex pressure, don't settle for less. You will justify it and say, it's just one time. He has 99% good qualities. You have heard that it is the poison that kills, the 1% poison that kills the 99% good things. Don't justify a mistake that will play out in your marriage. Sex is good, sex is holy, but done at the right place. The other thing that has been bothering me, because you have asked about it severally, I can't start over again. It's a lie. You can always start over again, because it's not a cliche per se when we say it's better a broken relationship than a broken marriage. If the person you're dating is asking you to give in or to do things that you don't stand for, he must wait. and you must wait. Actually, it's more about you, not about him. Do you respect yourself? Then the next thing I want to tell you, if disagreements are the hallmark, flee like a bird, go, fly, 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 and don't come back. Please don't be deceived that all these things, we will work them out. And he just behaves like that when he's angry. And he has temper issues. He doesn't know how to manage his anger. My friend, when you're courting, somebody plays best. When we are courting, we hardly allow our very worst moment to be felt. Yes, it is true that you need to see your friend in their worst moment. But if somebody gets angry and at every discussion, there has to be an argument that leaves you so sad. There has to be disagreements left, right, and center. There is not one common thing that you can handle without disagreeing. There is not one common thing you can handle without really hitting at each other so much. And when you try to talk about it, somebody either gets so angry, they become so emotional, they become so easy to just throw stones at you. Flee. Don't settle for less. If you have prolonged disagreements and you have gone to your marriage accountable people, you have talked to your pastor, you have talked to people who you, maybe when you have an issue, you tell them, hey, we think this is becoming a problem, and still nothing is working out, don't settle for that. You may say, no, they'll change when they come to marriage. They won't change. The arguments will just become bigger, because in marriage, you will be handling each other. You will be handling food issues, you'll be handling finances, you'll be handling things like children. And I pray that when you get married, you'll get children. You'll be handling finances to do with extended families. You'll be handling other people who you do not want to come to the confines of your marriage. If you can't handle disagreements, if disagreements are the hallmarks of your relationships, flee like a bird. Don't settle for that. God has better things for you. And remember, your eye has not seen what God has kept in store for you. Your ear has not heard yet what God has kept in store for you. And your heart cannot begin to imagine what God has in store for you. You are there because you think this is the only thing you have. Then the other thing is somebody who keeps telling you unapologetically, I cannot abstain. I just have to have sex. My surrendered single. Sex is not food that if you stay without food, you will die. Sex is not air that if you don't have it, you will die. If somebody cannot abstain from sex, and that one is a must, most likely you will give in. And even when you give in, he will not wait again, because you already gave in too early. If somebody cannot wait for you, they will not wait for you even when you are in marriage. It is very important for somebody to learn to have delayed gratification. Very important. I'm reminded of a tantrum. A child wants something now, and they will cry till cows come home. And when they are given, they just settle down. Then when they finish eating what they were crying for and dying for, then they start crying for another thing. Do you want to get to your marriage to handle a married spouse who cannot have patience for what is not easily and immediately available? Don't settle for less. God has better things for you. And like I've told you, like I've reminded you, sex is not the only thing that we do when we're married here. In case that is what they're cheating you. There are so many things that we do. We talk. We get into parenting journeys. We get into financial journeys. We get into companionship journeys. We get into friendship journeys. If this one thing becomes your major talking point, then you're headed to the wrong direction. Today, I felt like encouraging you. You are more important than just sex. And if you're a single girl, you are a single man, and you're so bothered by the issue of sex, you need some help. You will be so low. You will start losing your self-esteem. You'll start disbelieving in yourself. You'll start second-guessing yourself. If the sex pressure is too much in your relationship, you won't hear God with the clarity that you desire to hear. When you're dating, when you're courting, God speaks to you. It will be so blurry. Your vision, your ears will be so dull as God is speaking to you. Do you want God to continue talking to you as a couple? Abstain from sex before marriage. remember, you're more important than the sex that you're dying for. Go for your relationship knowing that God has the best person in store for you. And like I normally encourage you, just know God is for you and God is for your relationship. Just keep on surrendering them to Him. You'll just make it. You'll walk light. And as for now, it's a bye-bye. I love you. I am praying for you. May you get the right partner in your relationship. Bye-bye.